Hi. I hope I have everything lined up here because, like, nightmare camera stuff. All right, I'm not a professional. I'm trying, but I'm not. I just want to come on here and share some art, and I hope you like it. And I'm learning. I don't know, there's not that many people that I believe went to art school. I think a lot of people kind of learn on their own. There are some, but it's very hard to make a living as an artist, which I'd love to do, but I love to do the art too. So there's two aspects of it. But what do people like? That's the question. I found that it seems to me people kind of go, they don't care if it looks realistic. It depends on what floats their boat or what they are interested in. It doesn't mean a group or anything like that. It's just whatever attracts somebody's eyes or gives them a certain comfort. I don't know. Whatever it is. I have my own art style, and I notice that when I do my certain art, that this it's like no matter what I do, the eyes that I draw always seem to be kind of like really intense, and I don't know why. Maybe there's a way to get around it. I'm just learning portraits, yada yada, all that kind of stuff. So this Jane Davenport, I just want to let you know. This is not why I'm doing the video. I'm just letting you know. You see her art right there? She's got some cool stuff. It's kind of, a lot of people are kind of copying the style, I think. I love this book. I get ideas from it. She kind of like, almost kind of scribbles some stuff. Some stuff she doesn't scribble. But it's not realistic, like, it's not realistic art. It's kind of cartoonish, but yet, really, I mean, just, I find it really cool. I'd love to buy this book. I took it out from the library. And I don't, I mean, I might buy it if, see what my finances are next month or something. But I love it. It's gorgeous. I really love this book. And she's really, I like her cute art. It depends on the person. It depends on what you like. Shows you how to do stuff. She shows you how to do the arts and the noses and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's Jane Davenport, and I think some people kind of like are online kind of copying her art, but it is what it is. She put it out there. I guess she doesn't care. So it's good with me. I like it. So I just want to share that art book with you, which is kind of inspiring me to other stuff. This is what I did. I'm going to fold this over. Well, I'll put this over here for now. I did this picture, kind of like trying to learn art, but, this is my own style. It's kind of like in between. And I use some of this calligraphy art stuff. I use that. I use some of these Crayola. Kind of mixed in now in a clear bag. Crayola, natural skin colors. And I did use some of the Crayola Sharpie. Oh, not Crayola, the Sharpies. And, there's white and like a bunch of, I didn't get the big colors, like the whole big pack. I just kind of wanted to test them first before someday. I used the red, if I could find the red in here, like, for the lips. But I used the red and I liked it. It kind of, what it does is kind of covers over lines, which is really awesome. So I have my little bag I put it in. I find all these little bags. Anyway, so I did her, trying to get my own style. She kind of inspires me, but it's not the same, right? Okay. Just want to show you that. That is on like Crayola paper, and I believe I used some artist. It's watercolor, Artist Loft. I used Artist Loft on this mainly. And then I used regular pencils to outline and some Sharpies and mix it up. But you cannot soak the paper. You cannot lightly. So I wanted to see how they come out. This is cheap paper Put our Artist Loft watercolor pencils and some Sharpies. The mouse. Like I drew the mouse with regular pencil and it covered it up. Okay, so that's that. And I've been practicing some artwork, and I had this doodle book, which I'm Fashion Doodles. I didn't realize I had it. Okay, I bought it a while back, and I didn't really use it, but I'm practicing on this. So she has like you could kind of copy that, but I didn't. I did my own style on it. So it's good practice. Okay, if you want to learn how to do some portraits, that kind of stuff help people tell you to trace stuff, which is good too. But then if you have these fashion doodles and designs, which I think is pretty cool, you know, I'm gonna do other stuff in here. It has, okay, let's go through lipsticks and rings and bathing suits and outfits and perfumes, eyeglasses, gloves and fingers and sweaters, and there's some guy stuff in here too. Wherever it is, there's guys, which a lot of people don't do guys, but it's good to do guys. I want to do more men, steampunk guys especially. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I did with the Crayola crayons. Before I made a video earlier and I said markers. Like, what? Why? So this is Crayola crayon on watercolor paper. I don't advise this on cheaper paper because you kind of have to rub it, and I advise using watercolor pens because they're harder, and you can rub the color in, and you don't soak it too much. That's what it needs, though. Okay, and earlier I started my video, and these Crayolas don't have white. This is the kids kind, and at my store, that's all they had. I wanted to try the adult kind, but I was like, you know what? Let's see this. Okay, they have the adult kind. This is the kids kind. There's no white in this. So what I had to do was take a Sharpie, white Sharpie. So I wanted to add some highlights. Now, I really don't want to do a bunch of highlights, but I did some before, and you just try to get the illusion of the feather. You know, it's kind of like do little dabs of white. You know, you need white in your artwork, but you just have to have white. So I did a little bit of this, and sometimes with me I have to tweak art. I'm not, like I said, I'm not the greatest artist in the world. I'm trying, but like, so the duck has feathers, like, you know, and you kind of like just do that. You just do little dabs and stuff. But you need to do that. You need to do that to get the art look. You need to do that to get the look for the artwork, because you need to have the white. See, I just added one dab of white in the eye. Look at that. Kind of comes alive a little bit, right? Okay, so I wanted to show you something. It is not, what I'm going to show you is not watercolor paper. Not watercolor paper. And I wanted to tell you something. When I did my artwork, I use this artwork stuff. This stuff, when I did these doodles, that kind of comes on like alcohol markers. And they're kind of see-through a little bit, if you like the see-through-ish, like the sunglasses that I made, okay? Right? So you can use this because I didn't have any, but I am going to try a little something else with my Sharpie markers, but it's artwork. All right. Just want to share that with you too. Now, I kind of drew this sunflower. I guess it's a sunflower. I don't know. It's like, I guess that's what they call it. Sunflower. So I wanted to get my Crayola crayons and show you. It's Crayola crayons, little kid stuff. Kind of show you what to do a little bit, not much. Now, I'm just going to spill them out because it's a lot easier to just spill them out. So you know how it's kind of brown in the middle, right? Brown in the middle. Okay, and I have a picture with Van Gogh. Now, I'm not he's got kind of like sunflower stuff, and I'm going to show you this because I got this book from a thrift store. All right, Van Gogh, which I really like Van Gogh. Let me get the front page here. And, you know, a lot of times you try to copy the artist. Okay? And I'm not professional. You just keep trying. You know, don't quit. Keep trying. If you don't like something, throw it out if you don't like it that much. If you like it, you keep it, try to fix it. If you don't like it, it's not a crime. Okay, to throw it out. It doesn't make you a bad artist because you don't want to keep something. I've gotten art pieces, I just throw them out because I wasn't happy with it. That's the way it is. If you're not happy with it, you don't have to keep it. Why punish yourself? Do stuff that you like that makes you happy. So, you know, they have the inside of the middle here, right? Okay, and then we got the yellow. Now this, I'm just doing this kind of quickly to show you. I kind of drew it out, and I'm just kind of scribbling in it, right? Kind of just putting some color down. Now, I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm going to be honest with you. I have not done this on this kind of paper. This is like a multimedia, mixed media kind of art paper I don't know what I would say. It's not really watercolor paper. It's kind of like you're supposed to be able to use any kind of mix of art in it. Let's just do some hanging stuff, like, you know, some green just hanging out. And green. They got some, I see that. See a few of that. See that in the picture? Okay, we're kind of like copying Van Gogh a little bit, only because I'm using it as an example. And so now here's the test. I'm going to be doing the test, right? Now, I don't know how it's going to turn out. I don't know. Kind of doing sloppy. I see a lot of people do sloppy artwork. So that's what I'm doing. Kind of sloppy artwork. More yellow. More yellow. More yellow. Let's put a little ring there. Okay. Now, black dots in the middle, but we're not going to do that yet. So we're going to take a watercolor. This is kind of like, take a watercolor pen. Let's hope this comes out. I'm not soaking it. Let's see how this comes out with this Crayola. Okay, it is blending. Go around. You're going to have to go around more. Okay. So I do see it's kind of smudging a little bit. Color over it with some more crayon. This is already wet, right? So we can add. I kind of like that, the fact as I'm adding it, it's getting better. Now, I didn't do this with the art paper because I didn't have to. The watercolor art paper. This is cheap stuff. Now, obviously you have to add a bit to get what, you know, if you want to get a darker color like that, right? Then, since it's still wet, I'm going to add some black dots. Dots. Like I said, this is just kind of a haphazard thing, all right? And I want a little bit more black around the ring. Kind of color over that a little bit to kind of hide up some of the black dots. Okay. More yellow. Obviously, we're going to need more yellow, right? Because if we needed more color, if we needed more color with the brown, we're going to need more. We're going to need more yellow, obviously. Let's make it like kind of a leaf. Kind of, maybe. Kind of. Okay. Let's get them watercolor again. I don't know. I think I might go with a thicker one. But let's see how this goes. We're not going to use a lot of water. I'm just going to kind of cover it up. I'm going to kind of cover it up like this. Get it all kind of wet. You don't want to saturate it because it's not the great paper. It's that lightweight. Maybe, I think this might be 60 or 40. Definitely not the 90 pounder. Now, See? Let's do the green. Kind of getting it wet, right? Getting it wet. Green color. It's kind of slippery here. It's kind of slippery, sliding. Okay. All right. You know, you can add some details, right? A little bit of details. These dots have to be smaller, but it's all right. Make it a little darker in the middle. You can outline a little bit. Once you outline, it helps out, believe it or not. Outlining. Okay, so anyway, that's what I'm showing you right there. And you can't soak it, but you have a watercolor now, okay? From these cheap kid crayons, like under $3. I can't remember how much I spent. Family Dollar. Can't remember how much I spent. It was under $3 though. This paper is not too bad. I don't advise anything less than this paper, honestly. I just don't advise it. I just don't think it's, you know, I just think it's not a good idea. But here we go. We just got, you know, that's what we got. Just a rough sketch of my flower. Okay. And normally I would take more time with it. I'm just showing you that you can do the watercolor with this. All right. So that's it. And I believe that's all I'm sharing today. I do have more things I will be sharing in the future. If you like my stuff, let me know. Let me know if you like my stuff. And have a great weekend day. I'm sorry, my camera kind of looks a little crooked. I'm trying to fix it.